Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for replying. So, welcome to 1023. I'm instructor for this course. My name is Shahera Jannah. A little bit about me is I did my bachelor on applied math, my master's on pure math from City College, CCNY. And currently I'm doing my PhD at Columbia University on math education. I'm kind of relatively new in the teaching field compared to many experienced teachers. But so far I have taught City College, Hunter College, Baruch College, Mercy University, and this semester I'm teaching at Baruch and Hunter. That's all about me. Okay. Uh, The first thing you see after you log into Brightspace is your main page. And when you scroll down, you see whatever classes you're taking in spring 2026. All the classes will be here. For us, our class is 1023 DTFA. So once you click on it, the left side has many tabs and the right side has announcement. So anytime I post any announcement, it will be on the right side, one after another one. So I posted this announcement last night, so it's here. Below this announcement, we have all these announcements are from the department to help you buy my MATLAB code. And also here it says if you encounter any problem, contact Timothy here in his email, and he'll be able to help you with your problems about my MATLAB. Now on the left side, we have many tabs. Um, you can click all these tabs, or you can simply click on the upper tab here and then access them. So the first thing important here is content. Under content, there are many things here. From me, I posted the class playlist, pre-lecture notes, and exam reviews and exam solutions. The rest are from the department. I'll go over one by one these. And anytime you guys have any question, just unmute yourself and ask question, or you can write in the chat box. I prefer unmuting because it's hard to keep an eye on the chat box since I'm using only one laptop. Okay, so the first thing you see here is the syllabus. And the first syllabus is our own syllabus for our section. The second one is the 1023 syllabus for all students. It's posted by the department. And then the rest are also posted by the department. So no calculator. We are not allowed to use any calculator in our class or in the exam. And here we have how do you purchase my MATLAB to do your homework and quizzes. And then class playlist is all the recordings. So I record my lectures and then make them available for students. All the recordings will be here under this link. And then pre-lecture notes. I go over slides in class and then do them in person in class. And these are all the slides I have for now. It's chapter 3 and chapter 4, and I have both PDF format and the doc format. So whichever is easier for you to access, you can just access them. And if you want to take notes during class, all you have to do is download your PDF slide, and you can write on those slides. Or if you know how to write on Word document, you can simply download the Word document and then write on them. And then exam reviews and exam solutions. Before every exam, I'm going to give you exam reviews. And after the exam, I'm going to post the solution. These will be here. Now, these course documents are from the department. They posted few things we are going to go over in class, and these are also helpful. I'm not going to go over exact materials here. These are for you to read, and if you have problems, like adding, subtracting numbers or other things. These are the information you need to know. Then we have MyMathLab homework and quizzes. Either you can access them from the left tab or you can simply access them from the top tab. They both are same. The next one is e-text. So it's organized by section. If you want to read any section, you can simply click on this section. You don't have to buy the physical book. We don't need the physical book in our class. Simply the ebook is fine. So all of these will be accessible to you if you buy MyMathLab access code. Grading policy. This is from the department, how you have grading policy. I'm going to go over that in our syllabus. Then practice final exam. All of these are from the department. The practice final exams for your final exam. Our final exam will be cumulative. Means from day one, from today until the last day of class, whatever you're going to learn, the final exam will be based on those. And the information tab is just blank. It's nothing there. So let me go over syllabus. When you click syllabus, you see many things. The first one is our syllabus and the rest are from the department. So click on our syllabus and then you will see all the information you need to know in order to be in this class, or all the information you need to follow if you are staying in this class. So our section is DTFA and our class means Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 12:50 to 2:05. This time is so weird. Personally, I prefer 12:45 to 2, but I don't know why they are 12:50 to 2:05. It's weird. But anyway, our classroom location is 6119 and our office room is also on the 6th floor. So this is next to our office room. And I'm Shahera Jannah. This is my email. This is my personal email. I prefer this because most of the time I get notification on my phone, but the Baruch mail, I don't get the notification. So I check Baruch mail only at night. So if you want to get instant or quick reply, Gmail is better. But my phone is too full, so sometimes it doesn't deliver emails. So I have to do something about that. Anyway, so our office hour is here Tuesday. If you need to have anything discussed about homework or anything, then you simply stay office hour and then we'll talk about that. Like today, if anything suddenly comes up and we have to have online classes, then these are our information about Zoom meeting. It will stay same throughout the semester. Important announcement from the department is that in order to pass this class, there are 2 requirements. One is you have to pass the cumulative final exam with at least 50%. It means if you get even 47, 48, 49% in the final exam, you're going to fail the class. So first, you're going to pass the final exam with at least 50%. And then if you pass the final exam, we are going to calculate your class average with your homework, quizzes, exams, final exam, everything. And that class average has to be above 60%, 60% or above. So if you get 59%, you fail the class. So 50%, at least 50% in the final exam and at least 60% in class average. In order to pass this class, you need to fulfill these 2 requirements. The grading policy is that our cumulative final exam, it will be 30% of the grade. And then we're going to have 5 in-class exams. These in-class exam total is 50%. And then you have your MyMathLab homework quizzes, plus your class attendance, all 3 together. Plus, we are going to have in-class quizzes. So all 4 things together is 20% of your grade. And then if you pass the class, this is the grading table I'm going to follow to assign you letter grades. So if you have, so you're not below 70, F is below 60. My bad. I have to fix this. If you have below 60, then it's F, and then the rest are based on your numbers. 60 to 67 is D, and then 67 to 69.9 is D plus, blah, blah, blah. Attendance is mandatory in this class, and if you're 15 minutes late, then you'll be marked as absent. It's not my policy, it's the departmental policy. 15 minutes late means you're absent, and you cannot have more than 4 excused absences. So we have, I mean, I will try to take attendance on every day, but sometimes either I forget or we don't have time in class to take the attendance. So if that happens, then I'm not going to take attendance. But besides those days, any day I take attendance, you'll be allowed to absent in, you're going to, you can be absent for 4 days among those days I took the attendance. So let's say I took attendance for 6 days and you are present in 2 days, and then the 4 days you are absent, then you'll be marked, you're going to use all of your absences. So only 4 absences among the days I take the attendance will be allowed, and then after that every absence, doesn't matter what is the reason, will be counted, and it will go toward your grading, toward your grades. Cell phone or electronic devices are not allowed to use in classroom, but you can use iPad or tablet if you are using them to write your notes. And if you bring a laptop saying I'm writing notes on laptop, it's not allowed, unless you have two-in-one laptops, a convertible laptop. If you have a convertible laptop and you're writing notes on it, it's allowed. Otherwise, no laptops allowed in the class, and no, definitely no cell phone. Textbook, we are going to use Beginning and Intermediate Algebra 7th edition by Martin Gay. You don't have to buy the physical book, because when you buy the MyMathLab Access, the book is there automatically. For every section we are going to cover in this class, you're going to have a homework on this. This homework is on MyMathLab. And what I was saying, MyMathLab, and then they have unlimited attempt, unlimited time. So lady, it's okay, I understand, no problem. I'm sorry for being online, guys. Like it took me a while to decide whether should I go or shouldn't I go, and then I suddenly decided no, I shouldn't go, because today it's supposed to be so cold, and my mom was telling me like my pain, my back pain will become worse if I go outside in this cold, especially since I have to wait for buses. So if the buses are late, it's really bad. So sorry. Unless I tell you in the next class, then our next class should be in person. Hopefully. Thank you, Joshua. Okay, my math lab. So homework will be electronically submitted. You're going to do them online, submit them online, and then you're going to get your grades online. For quizzes, there will be 2 types of quizzes. One is my math lab, and one is in person. It's pretty cold out there. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, my mom was correct. She was keep telling me, don't go, don't go, don't go. I was like, no, I have to go. This is our first in-person class. And she was keep telling me, don't go, please don't go. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to go. Okay, so yeah, I hope tomorrow it's less cold. Or, next class it's less cold. Oh, man. Tomorrow I have class at Hunter. Okay, quizzes. So in-person quiz and online quizzes. Online quizzes have 2 attempts only, and you had timed quiz. So most of the quizzes they have 45 minutes, but some quizzes have 60 minutes or 90 minutes, I think. It depends on the difficulty level. They have different time. But most of them are 45 minutes, and you have only 2 attempts. After 2 attempts, they will lock you out and you cannot take them anymore. For in-person quizzes, not every week, not every class, but sometimes I'll tell you that, well, in our next class, we're going to have a quiz on the materials we learned today. Or sometimes I'll simply tell you that, oh, it's quiz time. The quiz will be based on last class materials. So it will be the pop quiz or the quiz I already announced it beforehand. And those quizzes, they have no makeup. So it will be the beginning of the class. So if you're late, that means you lost your opportunity to take the quiz. and there is no makeup for that. So please be on time for our classes. Plus, our class is only 1 hour 15 minutes, so time actually flies really fast in these 75 minutes classes. This is the downside of teaching 75-minute classes. I feel like I have so many things to talk about, but our time is so less, so every class I run out of time, which is annoying. Okay, anyway, exams. We are going to take 5 in-class exams. I didn't decide the amount, the department did. The department said no less, no more than 5 exams. You have to give them exactly 5 exams, and every exam will be counted. So no lowest exam will be dropped. Every exam, you have to do better. Actually, if you do better in 3 or 4 of them, and if you do better in one of them, you're still fine, because the higher you get on the other exams, it will cover for your lower grade on the bad exams. But anyway, everything will be counted. And if there are no makeup for the exam, so if you are absent, you are going to just get 0. And if you are absent for 2 exams, you're automatically going to fail the class. So please do not miss any exams. PLTL. Besides the lecture, you also have to attend PLTL, which is like a tutoring session. It's not a tutoring session. It's like a tutoring session. You're going to meet in a smaller group with your PLTL leaders, and it's only once a week. It's Friday. I forgot. Is it before class or after class for you guys? It's Fridays. So every Friday, you're going to have an extra 1 hour 15 minutes with your PLTL leaders. You can discuss anything from lectures if you don't understand. Go over those. If you don't, then they'll give you a set of questions to go over. No calculators allowed in the exam or quizzes. Tutoring is available in the Sec department. It's in the second floor of our vertical building. Disability, if you have any type of learning disability, then you can go to the accessibility center and then let them screen you. If they see you really need help, really need extra time, then they will grant you extra time in your quizzes and your exams. So for in-person quizzes, I cannot give you extra time because you don't have extra time in class. But for exams, you're going to take the exams with them in their office, and they'll give you extra time. Like if our exam is 1 hour 15 minutes, you can get 2 hours or even 3 hours, depending on how much time you need. They'll tell you. So it's actually a very good opportunity. Don't feel shy to go out there and talk to them. If you need any type of help, just go there, talk to them. Academic integrity, Baruch is really strict about it. Many times many students got suspended, even they got expelled from the school because of the cheating. So please do not cheat. If I catch you cheating, I'll take your exam, and then you're going to get straight 0 in the exam. It doesn't matter how much you cheated to write on, you're just simply going to get 0 for entire exam, which is a bad thing. So these are all the topics we are going to get. I think 42 topics, which is a lot. 42 or 32, I don't remember. But a lot of topic we are going to, a lot of sections. Topic, I have no idea how many topics, but a lot of sections we are going to cover in this class. So these are the estimated dates I'm planning to give you your exams. The first exam will be February. I'm saying December. The first exam will be February 19, and I have my own exam, a very important exam on February 20. So I want to give you an exam before my exam, and then I can grade your exam after my exam, which is a good idea. So my plan is to give you first exam on February 19 based on chapter 3 and 4. If I cannot finish anything in chapter 4, then I'm going to move those sections for exam 2. So sections, I'm not sure whether exactly they will be in the exam, but definitely our first exam, most likely, unless I'm sick, will be February 19. And then these are estimated that they are subject to change. this is just an estimation. And this is a syllabus, not syllabus, a calendar. So we have a few off days. Monday to like February 16, 17, 12. Cool, no classes. Our first exam is on 19. Second exam is on March 10. And then we have our spring break from April 1st to April 9. And then last day to drop a class with a W is April 13. And then April 21 is a Thursday schedule, even though it's a Tuesday. For us, it doesn't make any difference. And then we have a weird day. For other people, the last day of class is 16, and their final exam starts, last day of class is 15, and the final exam starts from 16. So 16, 17, 18, final exam dates. And then suddenly 19 is not a final exam day. It's a regular lecture day. So we are going to have our last lecture on 19, May 19, and then our final exam will be after May 19, maybe on 20 or 21. I'm not sure. I didn't see the date yet, but most likely it will be 20 or 21, something like that. That's all about the syllabus. Any questions so far? No question. Usually I'm a quiet person, but once I talk, I can talk for long. Like, see here, I talked for 25 minutes continuously. Wow. Okay, so now is the calendar in the syllabus. Yep, I attached that with the syllabus. The last thing I'm going to discuss on Brightspace is homework. You click on the homework and then go to My Math Lab when you do it for the first time. And then it will take you to My Math Lab. If you're signing in for the first time, then once you can click anything here, but Assignment Manager is the best thing. Or, I mean, you're not going to see Assignment Manager, so it's for instructors. For you, you're going to see all the assignments. So click on the assignments, and then you're going to see all the assignments one by one. On the top, you have homework, and on the bottom, you have quizzes. So if you take homework and quizzes from MyMathLab, make sure you do the homework on the top and get at least 80 or 85. I forgot. Probably 85. At least 85 on the homework, and then you can take your quizzes here. So our first quiz is based on section 3.3, 3.4, and then we have second quiz 3.2, 3.5. So sometimes quizzes are based on 2 sections, but every homework is based on 1 section. To see your grade, you simply go to your grade book. Let me see. Oh, only 3 of you signed in. So you have to buy this because, and to buy this, you can go to the information here. Not here, sorry, I saw it somewhere. Last time I also forgot. Syllabus. If you go to syllabus tab, follow these steps, and then you can get the access. So here, this is what we did. Once you reach here, you click on My Math Lab, and then you're going to see either you have an access code or you need to buy the access code. So if you have to buy the access code, you buy it, and once you buy it, you see here it says get temporary access. So you get 14 days trial period, grace period. So for 14 days, you can use MyMathLab for free. And then after that, you definitely cannot, they will not let you have any access. So you have to buy it. And if you buy it through here, then the cost is $100. And if you buy it from somewhere, if you buy it from the Pearson directly, then it's around $200. And then also they have less than $99, but it's not for 24 months. This $100 is for 24 months. 24 months. Okay, it's like 2 years. So within 2 years, you can take the same class 3 times for free. And if you buy it for 18 weeks, there's a cheaper one for 18 weeks only. For 18 weeks, if you buy it and then you fail the class, then you're going to buy the 18 weeks period again. And that will be more than $100 together. So instead of buying a cheaper one for 18 weeks and filling the class at the end, you should buy the 24 months to be safe, because you are spending 2 years. You're going to spend 2 years on only $100. It's a good deal if you think you're not going to pass. Or I actually have many students, they were the best student in class, and then they got all 100 in their exams, and suddenly they failed the final exam. And if you fail the final exam, that's it. It doesn't matter how good you are in class, you're going to fail the class. So it's not guaranteed. Even if you're a best student in the class, it's not guaranteed you're going to pass. Okay? You don't know your future. You may fail. So to be safe, 24 months is better than buying 18 weeks excess. Go ahead, Muntaha.
I wanted to know if, like, what happens to the other classes? Like, right now, we're using my MATLAB. If this was, I don't know if you know, if this was like a higher number, like 10, 30, or
No,
like the other
unfortunately,
classes.
every class has their own MyMath. So
Okay.
even if you buy for 2 years, this 2 years access is only for 1023 classes. You can go to any 1023 section, but you cannot go to other classes. Like you cannot go to 1030 class, or you cannot go to 2009 or 2003 classes with the same access. Every access is only for one class. You can have multiple semester, multiple courses, but only one, say multiple classes, but only one course. So if you're in my section, but you decide to go to another section, then you can go to other section. You don't have to buy it with the same code. But if you go to the next level class, then you cannot.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So lady, so we only buy the one that is 99. No, only the $99 one, $100. With the tax will be 108, 8 or 9. And you buy it once for 2 years for one class. If you pass and then you go to 10, let's say you're going to 2009, then you're going to buy again with another $100, unless you're sure that you're going to pass. But nobody is sure, because I seen my best students also failed. Uh, are we only using the program? Yes, only Brightspace. That's it. And within the Brightspace, you see MyMathLab, which is Pearson. So don't go to Pearson and then buy it. It's costly. And if you go through here from from Brightspace, then it's $100. Otherwise, it's more than $100, around $200. Okay. Any other question? With this, I'm done with introducing you to the class. When are the due dates? Okay, so due dates. Good question. So when you go to homework, you see here it says due date is May 15. That's May 19 or something, whatever. That's because I didn't do anything there. So this is set up as the last day of class, but our due date will change every week. You're going to have every Tuesday midnight some homework due. So whatever sections we are going to finish in 1 week, Tuesday, excuse me, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever we're going to finish, the homework for those sections will be due Tuesday midnight. So every Tuesday midnight, we are going to have some homework. And I will not going to extend them. So you definitely should do them before the deadline. And even if I do extend them, you will be penalized, because department set this up as if you do anything after due date, then you're going to lose 10% of your entire grade. I mean, my MATLAB grade. Yep, every Tuesday midnight. So you have the entire week to start doing your homework little by little, and then the last day to submit everything is Tuesday. Any other question? No question. Mostly every Tuesday. No, not in May. May is by default. Okay, by default it's May. So I have to change them as we go every week. So every week, let's say today we are going to finish 3.2. That means next Tuesday you have your homework 3.2 due. And then we have Thursday and Friday. So most likely I'll be able to finish other sections. So if I finish other sections, you're going to do the homework on those sections also. So like that. Mostly every Tuesday you're going to have homework. Mostly. And if some week we don't finish any section, then you're not going to have any homework on Tuesday. Mhm. Any other question from anyone before I move to the lecture? How do I know what homework to do for this? One, I'm going to tell you after we finish every section, I'm going to tell you we are done with this section, so you have your homework due on Tuesday. And second, I'm going to change the due date here, so you're going to see the due date here. So every day you log into MyMathLab, you log into Brightspace, and then go to homework, and then click on the homework to see when the due date is. Plus, I think they have a notification that you have this homework due by this date. The safest one is go to MyMathLab here, and then you're going to see the due date. Okay. I like you guys. You guys are asking so many questions. In my last class, people did not ask many questions. They are quiet. And usually in my morning classes, that happens. So I'm teaching the same class twice, two sections. So my morning class are always quiet. And my afternoon class is always so energetic. There is not going to be any assignment discussion on actual Brightspace. No, Brightspace is a medium to have connection with you guys, with you and me. So I'm going to post everything in there, and you're going to see there. But we're not going to have any actual discussion board. I'm going to post exam review. So you're going to download, study them. I'm going to post the slide. You're going to download and work on them, like here. Hmm. Okay, so we have from chapter 3, we have section 3.2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 sections to do from chapter 3, and then we are going to do chapter 4. So I'm going to go over section 3.2 first. It's the smallest section in our syllabus. 3.2 talks about graphing linear functions. So first you need to know what is linear function, how do you know them, how can you write them, how can you graph them. These are the 3 things you're going to learn in this section. So linear functions means you're dealing with lines. And we have several types of lines. It doesn't matter what types of line you have, we can write them in 3 different ways. For example, you have first name, last name, some people have middle name. So we have 3 ways to recognize you because you have 3 types of name. Same thing, a line can be written 3 ways. One is called standard format. In the standard format, we write ax plus by on one side and then equals c. The a, b, c, they are real numbers. They could be fraction, they could be whole number, they could be decimal, they could be radical, they could be anything. X and y, these are variables. You cannot change them. You cannot do anything with them. So x and y, every equation is supposed to have x and y. So we have x and y. In standard form, we have x and y on one side and the number separately on the other side of the equal sign. Then we have the same line we can rewrite by solving for y. If we solve for y, we get y equals mx plus b. In this format, x and y variable, we're not going to do anything with them. But the m and b, you see, these are real numbers. They could be fraction, whole number, decimal, anything. M represents the slope of your line, means how you're moving from left side to the right side. And the y-intercept means how you're crossing your y-axis. So we have this information, slope and y-intercept. That's why it's called slope-intercept form. Then the third format is called point-slope form. It's called point slope because we can see a point of the line and we can see the slope of the line in this format. We write y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. The m is the slope and the x1 and y1 combining them is the point we have on the line. So x1, y1, and slope m, all of these are real numbers. And x and y, these are just variables required for writing any equation. Then to identify a linear equation, there are two methods. I mean, there could be other methods, but I'm going to discuss two methods. The first method is whatever equation is given, if you can write them either in standard form or in slope-intercept form, that means a line. Because only line has these formats: standard form, slope-intercept form, or point slope form. So if you can write your equation in any of these formats, you know that the equation they give you, it's a line. Or you recognize three characteristics. The first characteristic is both x and y, they cannot have more than one power. They can have 0 power, they can have 1 power, but they cannot have 1 power. So if your equation has more than 1 power, or either on x or y, it's automatically not a linear function. Then the second characteristic is we can be able to solve for x and y. So either we can get x alone on one side or y alone on one side of the equal sign. And if you do that, then the other variable cannot be on the denominator. So if you're solving for x on one side, the other side of the equal sign cannot have y on the denominator. But if you're solving for y on one side of the equal sign, the other side of the equal sign cannot have x on the denominator. These are the three characteristics of a linear function. Now let's do some examples so you'll see what I mean. We have three equations here. We have to identify which of these are linear functions, or do we have any linear function there? So first one, we have negative x equals 3y plus 10. Now I'm going to show you this method. If we can write this in standard form, that means a linear. And standard form says we have x and y term together and our constant term alone. So if you subtract 3y from both sides, then observe what do we have? We have negative x minus 3y equals 10. This is same as the standard form. That means yes, the equation they gave us is actually a linear function. It's a line. Or you can look for the characteristic. The characteristic says x and y, they have to have 1 or less than 1 degree. So our x has 1 power, y has 1 power. Our first condition satisfied. Then the second one says we can be able to solve for either one of the variable x or y. So yes, we can solve for x. If you multiply both sides by -1, we get x equals negative 3y minus 10. So we could solve for x. So our second condition satisfied. And when you solve for x, the other side of the equal sign cannot have the other variable on the denominator. So x and y, they both are on the numerator because below them, we have invisible ones. So yep, the other side of the equal sign doesn't have the variable on the denominator. So all three conditions satisfied. So either you look at the conditions or characteristic, or you can simply rewrite this in standard form. And then you'll know whether these are linear function or not. The next one says 5x equals negative 3y. So I'm going to use, again, this method because it's easier. It says bring x and y together. Can you do that? Well, yes, we can. If we add 3y to both sides, you get 5x plus 3y equals 0. which is same as ax plus by equals 0. So we could write, we could write our equation in standard form. So yes, this is a linear function. The last one has only one y. Well, even if it has one y, that means we have 0x. So we have 0x plus 1y equals -1. And this is same as ax plus by equals c. So we could write this in standard form. So yes, this is also a linear function. Even though there is no x, but it doesn't matter. Anytime you don't have anything, it means you have 0 of them. So no x means 0x. And then only y means 1y. So 0x plus 1y is one side and -1 on the other side. It's a standard form, so it's a line. Any questions so far? No? Can you explain C again? Sure. Okay, so C has only y in it. It doesn't have any x. But look at the equation of the line. Our equation of the line is ax plus by equals c. It says as long as you can write your equation in this format, then it's a line. So we have y, 1y, and we have -1. So we have b equals 1 and our c equals -1. That means the missing piece is ax. Well, even though it's missing, but it doesn't matter because here, when you have no x, it means you have 0x. So how many x we have? 0x. So we have 0x plus 1y equals -1. That means the x coefficient a is 0. It's invisible, that's why it's 0. No problem. Thank you for asking. Okay, now the next ones. I'm going to do D and then I'll volunteer for E and F. So in the next one, we have x squared. So we don't have to look for anything else. As soon as you see more than one power on any variable, it's automatically not a linear function. Because first characteristic of to be linear is they cannot have more than one power. Here x has more than one power, so it's automatically not a linear function. Okay, now volunteer for E. Who would like to try E? Don't be afraid. Even if you're wrong, it's okay.
Whatever it's 0 y
0 for y, good.
3.
So we have 1x plus 0y equals 3. So is it a linear function?
Yes.
Yes, good job. See, this format is ax plus by equals c. That means it's a linear. Anything you can write as ax plus by equals c is automatically linear. So the first one was not linear because of the power. Second one is linear because even the y is missing. That means you have 0y. So 1x plus 0y gives us 3, means it's a linear. Now the last one. Who would like to try the last one? X equals
I
8.
think it's not a linear equation because it has a power.
Good job. It has more than one power, so it cannot be linear. Joshua, you are not solving anything. Oh yeah, it can be I mean, we can solve it, but we don't have to solve it because our goal is to not solve, but to connect with what we know. So for linear, any line has ax plus by equals c format, or y equals mx plus b format. If we can write any equation in these two formats, it's automatically a linear. So what do you observe? X has invisible 1 power. Y has invisible 1 power. Same thing here. Y has invisible 1 power. X has invisible 1 power. So in both format, X and Y, they have only 1 power. But look at here. They have 3 power. Y has 3 power. Automatically not linear. Okay? Any question? Now we are going to graph the linear function by plotting points. Plotting points is old school method. It's not so reliable unless you have a ruler. If you have a ruler, then yes, you can plot many points and then connect them with a straight line. But unless you graph them correctly, then you're going to get a wrong answer. So it's not a reliable method. But I'm going to go over this because your homework has these questions. So this homework question is asking for the equation x minus 2y equals 3. Find 3 ordered pair. Ordered pair means points x comma y. And then plot those points to graph your line. So we have given x minus 2y equals 3. In order to plot points, you need to know your x and y. So either you pick a x and then solve for y, or you pick a y and solve for x. So since our x doesn't have any coefficient, so I'm going to solve for x. So to solve for x, we need to get rid of the y's. So we add 2y to both sides, and we get x equals 2y plus 3. That means here our y is independent. Independent. What does it mean? It means pick your y value, substitute here, and then get the x value. So we are going to pick y values, and that will help us to figure out what's the x value for that specific y value. So let me see. Let me pick a y value. Let's say -2. I'm picking my first y value, -2. So if y is -2, our x is 2 times -2 plus 3. Because our y is -2. This is what we picked. Y is -2, so x is twice -2 times plus 3. So 2 times -2 is -4 plus 3. And who can tell me what is -4 plus 3?
-1.
Good job. -1. So see, you pick -2 for y, you substitute it, and you see your x value is -1. So that gives us the ordered pair they're looking for. So ordered pair means x comma y. Always x has to be first. So in this ordered pair, our x is -1 and our y is -2. So we write them as an ordered pair. It's a point. Ordered pair is same as point. Christian, go ahead.
So why did you pick -2 as your y value?
You can pick any number. I just randomly picked -2. What number
So
you would pick if you pick any number? Pick a number for y.
maybe 7.
7?
hmm
Okay. Y is 7. That means x is twice 7 plus 3. Do you guys know what is 2 times 7?
14.
14. So we have 14 plus 3, which is 17. So when our x value is 17, our y value is 7. These are next points. So see, you can pick any number. It doesn't matter. They're asking to pick 3 numbers. So we need one more number. 5. Okay. Y is 5. That means x is twice 5 plus 3. What is 2 times 5? 10. And what is 10 plus 3? 13. So our x value is 13 and y value is 5. You see, I'm always writing x first, even though we found the x later. In order pair, we always have to write x first. So once you found your points, you are done. Now you're going to plot them. So let me get a paper insert. Let me plot these points. 13, 17, 13, 17, so more on the right side. So these are x, these are y. The first one is -2, -1. So -1, -2. Our x value is -1, our y value is -2. So this is our first point, -1, -2. Next point is 17, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is 17 and then 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here. These are 17, 7 point, 17, 7. This is -1, -2 point. And we have another point, 13, 5. So when x is 13, y is 5. And then you connect them with a straight line. Okay, see, my points are not plotted perfectly. Let it a little bit down. So this is a little bit up. See, that's why this is an unreliable method. Ugh, I cannot match them. So, where is this? That means this point should be here. So we plotted 3 points and then we found our equation. We found our line for x equals x minus 2y. X minus 2y equals 3. F. Good news, on MyMathLab, they're going to give you the XY plane. So you're going to plot points and then they're going to give you the line. You just have to click on the line. That's it. So you plot points and then pick the line and then you pick 2 points and then they will draw the line for you. So it will be more reliable than this one. Any question? No? Okay, so next question is also from the homework. So these will not be in the exam because these are not so important. The next one is same. They're saying you have 2 lines now. 2 lines, y equals 5x and y equals 5x minus 4. Plot them on the same plane and then compare them. How they are same, how they are different, how they are crossing x-axis, how they are crossing y-axis. So compare them once you're done plotting them, once you're done drawing the line. So you have two ways of doing it. One is the same way we did the last one, do the same thing twice, or just draw one line and then use transformation to draw the other line. If you use transformation, if you observe y equals 5x here is same as y equals 5x there. They're the same line. The only difference is this -4. So what this -4 is doing here? Well, this -4 is telling you move y equals 5x line 4 units downward. Let me put here. 4 units below then 4 units below. That's it. So take your y equals 5 line, y equals 5x line, and then drop it down 4 units below. The slope is 5. This is your slope and this is your y-intercept. So here I'm going to use the last method to draw y equals 5x and then just drop it 4 units down. Will tell us what's the next line. So here our x is independent, meaning we are going to pick a number for x independent. It means we're going to pick the x value ourselves, and then they will tell us what's the y value. So x and y. Whatever x we are going to pick, our y will be 5 times more than that. So pick any random x value. What number you think is a good number for x? Make it smaller. 3? Okay. X is 3. That tells us our y is 5 times that. 5 times 3. And 5 times 3 is 15. So the point we are going to get here, point, which is x comma y. Our x value is 3, y value is 15. And since they didn't tell us how many points to pick, I'm just going to pick 2 points because I'm lazy. Let's pick something negative. -2. So Justin said 2. I'm going to pick -2. If x is -2, y is 5 times that, -2. So we get -10. That means our point here is x -2, y -10. To draw any line, 2 points is actually fine. We don't need more than 2 points. So let me plot them. This is our x. This is our y. The first one is 315. And the next one is -10. So 1, 2, 3. Our x value is 3, y value is 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? I'm just going to I have to make it smaller. So let me go a little bit downward. X and y. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So first point is here. 3, 15. And then we have next point, -2, -10. So -2 is here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. -10 is here. And if you want to pick, you can pick another point actually. 0. When x is 0, y is 5 times 0, which is 0. So it goes through the origin 0, 0, which is here. Yeah. Now let's draw the line. So this is the equation y equals 5x. Now you can do the same thing for the next one, or all you have to do is drop these 3 points 4 units down. So drop this 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. Drop this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Drop this point 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Drop all of these 4 units down and then draw your next line. So this green one is y equals 5x minus 4. Yeah. So you're going to draw them on MyMathLab, and then they're asking you to compare them. Means how they are moving. Well, when you're moving from left side to the right side, both of them are moving upward. So they have upward tilt, and then they are going through different x values and different y values. Yep, they're parallel. Good observation. They are parallel because they have the same slope. Anytime you have same slope on many lines, all the lines are parallel. So that's what I have to do in MyMathLab. Other things plus this. With this, you're done with section 2.2. So your homework. There will be one homework due next week, Tuesday, which is February 3. February 3. Give me 1 second. February 3, homework, section 3.2. February 3, Tuesday, midnight. Yep, on MyMathLab. MyMathLab. Okay, so how do you compare them? So on MyMathLab, it's actually a multiple parts question. So first, they're going to ask you graph them. So you're going to graph them. And then they're going to ask you, when you compare them, what type of tilt do you see? Are they going upward or are they going downward? Definitely both of them are going upward, so you're going to pick upward. And the next question, they're going to ask, are they going to the same x and y value? Are they crossing through the same x and y? How do you say it? When they're crossing through x and y value, are they going to the same x and y value, or they're going through different x and y value? So we are going to say they are going through different x and y values. So the red line is going to the x and y value 0. The green line is going to the x value 1, y value -4. See, they have different x and y values. So based on the graph, you're going to write down, they're going to give you the option. You just have to click the right option. Great, great. Any other question from anyone? So we are done with section 3.2. See, one section is already done. Now let's go to the next section, which is interesting. Intercepts. Intercepts means you're crossing x and y axis. X-intercept means you're crossing the x-axis. And y-intercept means you're crossing the y-axis. So let's say this is our y here, and let's say this is our x here. So when you go through x-axis, in the x-axis, our y value is always 0. So y equals 0 is here, y equals 1 is here, y equals -1 is here. So since our y is 0 in the x-axis, so anytime you go through any point on the x-axis, let's say this is your line. That means you're crossing through this x value. So let's say this is 1. So this is telling you your x-intercept is x value 1 and your y value is 0. So x-intercept always has y value 0, always. It doesn't matter where you are crossing your x-axis, your y always be 0 in every point. Same way, let's say you're going through -1 here. So you're crossing your y-axis through -1. So this point is telling you your y value is -1 and your x value is 0. So x value is 1 here, x value is -1 here. So in this line, your x is 0. So every y-intercept has x0, every x-intercept has y0. X-intercept, you look through the x-axis on which point or through which point you are crossing the x-axis. That's your x-intercept. For y-intercept, you look at the y-axis and see through which number you're crossing the y-axis. That's your y-intercept. Besides x and y, the other two numbers are always 0. So in x, your y0. In y-intercept, your x0. Now let's do some fun example. Let's say this is -1, so +1, and this is -1. And let me draw a graph here. Let's say this is 2, this is 3, this is -2. And let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let me do one, and then I'll call volunteers to do the next two. The first one, x-intercept. This is a line. In this line, the x-intercept is the x value here. So you're going through the x value 1 on the x-axis. So our x-intercept is 1 for the x and 0 for the y. Now for the y-intercept, you're looking at the y-axis. So y-intercept, you're going through the y value -1. So your y is -1 and your x is 0. So we have x-intercept is 1, 0, the green point, and y-intercept is 0, -1, the blue point. Okay. Now volunteer. What, you don't get it? So this is our x value. So this is your line. This is your graph. Okay. Now this graph is going through the x-axis through which number? Through which x value? Lady. The red line, 1. Good. So this 1 is your x-intercept, 1. But your x is 1. What's the y there? Your y is 0. At this point, your x value is 1 and your y value is 0. And then at blue point here, your x value is 0 and y value is -1. So your y-intercept is the blue one. It's y -1. Good. Then what's the x? 0. Did you get it now? Even if you don't get it, it's okay. Try the next one. Lady, try the next one. I will help you with that. What's the x-intercept for the next graph? What do you think?
2. Because that's 0, 1, 2.
2. So this one is x equals 2.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the y value?
0.
Good job. And are you crossing x-axis only once?
No.
This is your graph. Are you crossing the x-axis only once?
The x-axis on the one?
How many times you're crossing the x-axis?
Twice.
Twice. So you gave me one of them, the right one. What's the left one?
-3.
Good job. -3, the x, and what's the y?
0.
Perfect. See, you got it.
Okay,
Would you like
thank
to
you.
try the y-intercept?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
-2.
-2 for y. And what's the x-intercept? Sorry, what's the x value?
0.
0. Perfect. See? You got it. Your y is 0 here. So your y is -2 here, but our x is 0. Wonderful. The last one. Who would like to try the last one? Volunteer for the last one. Don't be afraid. I'll help you. Joshua. X-intercept is -30 and +30. Perfect. -30 is the left one. And then we are crossing one more time through the x value 3. So here's the second one. Good job. How about the y-intercept? Y-intercept means you are crossing the y-axis. So through what number you are crossing your y-axis? Good job. This is one in the y-axis, -3. And this is another time you are crossing the y-axis, which is +3. So -3 is one of them. And +3 is another one. And in this time, our x should be 0. So in the y-axis, our x is 0. In the x-axis, our y is 0. And that's how we find from any graph x-intercept and y-intercept. So that's all for today. In our next class, which is Thursday, we are going to do a few more of x and y-intercept, and then we are going to do more examples on other topics. So unless I tell you our class is online, our class will be in person. So if my back doesn't get better, then I'll let you know Wednesday night whether Thursday we're going to have online or in-person class. If I don't tell you anything, assume it's in person. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Before you go, let me take your attendance real quick. Okay? Based on your names on the list, let me take the attendance. Andrea? Are you there, Andrea? Yes. Is it Sheikh? Sheikh Abdullah?
Yes.
Okay. Christian? Christian?
Yeah, hello?
Okay, I got you. Christina? Christopher?
Here.
Daniel?
Here.
Devlat?
Here.
Denise?
Here.
Okay. Gabriela?
Sorry.
Okay, here. Idolis? Is this how you pronounce your name?
Italy's.
Italy's. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Janavi,
Here.
you're the PLTL leader, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Jared, Jay, Joshua, okay, Justin,
Justin's here.
great, great. Caitlin,
Here.
great. Kelly,
Here.
good. Lady,
Here.
Muntaha,
Here. I'm here.
wonderful. Nicholas,
Here.
perfect. Rana,
Here.
good. Ricardo,
Here.
perfect. Taz, Zichi,
I'm here.
okay. And who is the last one? Zoom user. The last,
Did you call my name?
who is speaking? I didn't catch the microphone.
Taj or
Taj.
Tajane? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear it,
Mhm.
but I'm here.
Okay. And the last person, Zoom user. Who is using Zoom user? Come on, guys. Okay, anyway, so since I didn't catch your name, so I'm not sure about attendance. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for your understanding. Have a good day. Be safe. Don't catch any cold. Jay, yeah, I called your name. Okay, no problem. So, bye, everyone. Be safe.